GamerFitnation is Antwand, Pearman, also known as Black Bottle. I'm here at CES 2014, and we're here with Sony to talk about PlayStation Now. Yes, the very thing we wanted now and then. And it's really cool. It's an honor to talk to you, John.
Oh, thank you.
Because you guys are, pushing this out, and I think it's one of those shockers that happens, So
yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about PlayStation Now?
Yeah, of course. So it's otherwise known as Gaikai, when we talked about it at E3 last year. It's been named PlayStation Now. And it's a streaming service, initially with PlayStation 3 content coming to PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Vita, Bravia TVs, and eventually tablet smartphones. And what we tried to do is really take the best of what we know, which is content and engaging the consumer and having great experiences, and providing something that's immediate. And you got to play it. It's low latency. You can play it as soon as you're ready. I'd like to play this game. I can play it now. That's the goal.
Now, one of the questions I want to ask, because it was a little, it's something I thought about, and we actually kind of noted in one of our specials we did. But, the one thing that we don't see you doing so far yet is anything that relates to health and fitness. So we were wondering, you think, guys, you might, especially with PlayStation Now, might have some ideas of doing content that relates to fitness. I mean, because now you have the camera, you have PlayStation Now, so I feel like this is an opportunity for PlayStation to step into the health and fitness realm and take part.
That's an interesting question. I think health and fitness went through a little bit of a kind of fad blip a couple years ago in our industry, and it dipped a bit since, but it's always been something that's interesting. I think when you looked at the rise of motion gaming, last generation now we can call it that, last generation with motion gaming, people started saying you can get off the couch and you can play. And you're right, you look at a camera and you look at something like a PlayStation Now that provides an immediacy service, there could be an opportunity. What we would do though is we would say, look, here's the opportunity and here's the canvas to paint on, and we'd ask publishers and developers what they want to do. So that's kind of the next step with this.
Okay, cool. Now with the streaming service PlayStation Now, I mean, I know like one of the key features is the fact that you can play PlayStation 3 games, which is fabulous, and you can do it on the Vita. But I mean, how far are you guys going back? Are you selecting just for the past couple of years, or are you trying to go deeper into the category? Because there's some great games out there. And also with PlayStation Now, will that let you be able to use online? Is online a feature you can use, or is it select for certain, locked features?
So first of all, we looked at PlayStation 3 games as kind of the tip of the spear for the service because they're current. There's still a lot of people still think of the greatness that came with the PlayStation 3 library, but also there's so much of it. There's scale, there's all different kind of diverse genres. So we have a beta coming up in a couple weeks, and what we're going to do is look at and test as many different types of games as we can. The goal is let's get as much of the library as we can included. There's a lot of great games, to your point, from let's call it 06 to 09 that are not on retail shelves anymore that people are going to want to play. And they may be able to play instantly, either rental or through a subscription, just to be able to play as soon as they want. So I think that's the beauty of this. It's going to bring back a lot of great games that people may not have ever experienced or experienced long ago.
All right, cool. And the last question I think, now, I mean, I kind of feel like this is something you may not be able to answer, but I'm going to ask anyway, and you could just make that screw face like, eh. But, so the one thing that I felt that I kind of noticed that was going immediately was PlayStation Home. And you have PlayStation Now, you have the ability to stream, you have a lot of ways to utilize, make home better if you decide to bring this back. But do you guys think that PlayStation Home may have a future in this generation of PlayStation? Or, do you feel like maybe that's this last gen and you might come out with something new?
I won't give you the face, but we actually haven't talked much about Home. Probably a conversation for later. We haven't said a lot publicly about it, other than it's still available. So, it was really successful for us with PlayStation 3. PlayStation 3 is still a platform that we're supporting pretty heavily. So, we'll see.
All right, cool. Well, you are awesome, man. Seriously.
Thank you.
And I'm loving what you guys are doing. And come on, let's kill the elephant in the room. You're kind of kicking ass right now.
It's a good time at PlayStation. It's a good time at PlayStation. But you know what?
It's a good time to PlayStation.
For PlayStation, yeah. But it's this gets knocked off in the excitement. But I think that we've talked about this a lot from a more humble standpoint. I think that we've tried to say, look, we've been very focused on being for the gamer, and when you're focused and you say I'm for something and you're specific for that, it pays a lot of benefits. So the people that have supported us through the years, and even those who haven't, that have come back home to PlayStation, that we like to say, I think you're seeing that in the numbers now that we announced today.
Awesome, man. Keep up the good work. You guys are doing awesome. Yo, GamerFitNation loves you guys. And we don't want you Nintendo people to beat us up or you Xbox people to beat us up. But it's true. PlayStation is, it kind of kicking your butt. Listen, but come to GamerFitNation.com to see more on gaming and health news. And hopefully PlayStation will come out with some health content, a little bit more information if PlayStation Home comes back. And like I said, if anything, yo, game on. Thank you, man.
Of course.